Good evening, peoples of America. Welcome to the news, where we discuss stuff about the weather. Now we will be getting word from our weatherman, Crazy Greg.
So the weather forecast today will be cloudy with 30% chance of rain, and with winds flowing from northeast from who knows where.
Wait, what's air pressure? I don't know.
It is the force per unit put into the surface by the weight of air. It is measured with a barometer. Is any of this familiar?
No, but that's okay because it's time for our 5-day forecast.
Okay, so today we will be seeing rain because it will be about 40 degrees in the morning and 70 in the afternoon, back to 40 at night.
Time for the weather. It's time for how wind is. So wind is formed by what? Rudely interrupted. Okay, peoples. So wind is formed by one area heating more than another area near it. The difference in pressure is wind. The air that grows warmer is called an updraft.
Why does it do that?
Because convention causes the less dense, warmer air to rise. Now may I please continue?
No, but that's okay because it's time for a 5-day forecast.
No, it isn't!
Next Tuesday we will be experiencing a change in air pressure, causing us all to...
Sunny weather if it is high air pressure, and rainy and cloudy weather if it is low pressure. Come on, you learned this at the university.
We will now be exploring the different effects of warm and cold water moving into an area with our on-field reporter.
Okay, so warm and cold water or currents are caused by wind and winds and the Coriolis effect. Supply heat by absorbing carbon dioxide and keeping the temperature at warm. This also makes them regulate the level of carbon dioxide similar to how plants regulate carbon dioxide. Back to you, Greg.
That was surprisingly informative, but wait, how do these currents actually form?
I don't know.
Ocean currents are formed by density differences in the water, and gravity also has a role in forming a current as well. You learned this at the university.
We were supposed to go to a university?
Never mind that, I'll have some breaking news.
Get out! I am going to talk about how weather is created because I really have nothing better to do.
It just describes the condition of air around the place at a certain time. So when the air is at a certain time. Now for the breaking news.
No, it is time to look at our weather map. When an air mass of different temperature replaces another air mass. When warm fronts are created when warm air replaces cold air, and cold fronts are created when cold air replaces warm air. Stationary fronts are when the air mass hovers around the area. And what does this have to do with weather maps? The thing that weather people use to show wind, rain, and hail?
Oh, I know what that is.
A hurricane is heading toward this area. It's going to hit in a very short while.
There is no hurricane, everybody. He is just making this up so he can get more screen time.
It's funny that you mention a hurricane because 3 of them are about to hit in the neighboring states of Maine, Washington, Louisiana, and South Holland.
Pretty sure Louisiana isn't a state.
Right here is that a hurricanes are formed by low pressure and high pressure form over water. And the water vapor is formed. It condenses, and low pressure causes the wind to spiral inward. And it causes more vapor to come from the ocean, and a bunch of rain to start to fall, and it will flood.
Whatever. Because it's time for the 5-day forecast. Due to the warm front moving from here, switch to the weather. Day forecast. Due to the warm front moving from here, on Wednesday we will be experiencing higher temperatures of 73 high and 43 low. Thermal energy moves from warm stuff to colder stuff, right? Right. So on Thursday.
Heard that it's about to be hurricane season because of cold ocean temperatures with low air surface pressure from the Pacific Ocean. It is more commonly called La Nina. We're assuming that is what it's called, that it's causing all those hurricanes.
You know that? Did you track the weather?
Yeah,
How?
well, we use several tools like barometers to track air pressure, thermometers to track temperature, weather maps, rain gauges to track rain, and weather balloons to get an aerial view of everything.
Got it.
So anyways, it is winter almost, spring here, and now it is time for our 5-day forecast.
But it is summer in the southern hemisphere because of unequal heating.
Whatever. On Thursday, the weather will be back to cloudy with a 70% chance of rain, with a high of only 68 and a low of 48.
Hey, what's this mountain effect?
When mountains block precipitation causing drought on nearby area. And by the way, that is not on the test.
Oh!
That's all, so tune in next week to The News!
The breaking news was sun exploded.